Everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to go ahead and do another get ready with me. I'm using some new products, some products that I got from my Ipsy and boxycharm along the way. So let's go ahead and get started. For primer, I have this sample that I got from Sephora. It's a First Aid Beauty Pores Be Gone Matte Primer with fig extract, oil free. Not the hydrating coconut one, but the matte one. I don't know if this is new or not, because I've never heard people talking about their matte one, only the hydrating coconut one. But let's go ahead and give it a try. I opened it already just to save time. Okay, it smells really nice, and it feels nice on the skin. It feels nice and soft. I don't know about, pores be gone, but I have to see how that holds out throughout the day. Okay, so while that's soaking in for a minute, I want to talk about my foundation. I'm going to use the Bare Minerals Rescue Complexion. I've had this for a couple years, and I can't really figure out how to use it in a way that I like it. So I wanted to try something new. If not, I'm going to probably be decluttering this. But I want to go ahead and use this as a sheer base. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my Pure 4-in-1 pressed powder in porcelain. I'm going to use that on top and see how I like the combination. But I think I should probably do my concealer first. So I'm going to go ahead and use this Becca again, the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I really like this when I remember to use it. This is in the shade Light Medium. I always forget to use it because I haven't been doing the orange correcting in a long time, several months, and so I keep forgetting that I have this that I want to use. But look at that, you guys. It just instantly brightens. I mean, I know that's what it's called, but it doesn't completely get rid of the darkness, but it just kind of masks it. Oh, I forgot to paint my nails. I kept telling myself, don't forget to paint your nails before you do this video. Don't forget to paint your nails, and then I forgot to paint my nails. I actually got a late start today, you guys. I normally don't, even though I don't sleep a lot at night, on my days off, I try not to sleep the day away because then I'll get nothing done. I'll just spend my life sleeping and, watching Netflix at night or, YouTube, whatever. But today I slept till 11 o'clock. I just kept hitting my snooze button. Okay, so for concealer, I'm going to try the Pretty Vulgar concealer that I got in my boxycharm this month. Undercover 60 Little White Lies. When I did the swatch on my hand, it was definitely 2 to 3 shades too dark. So I don't know how this is going to look on my face. I'm not really going anywhere other than the gym later tonight. So I guess I can always, take this off if it looks horrible. But let's see. It's got an interesting doe foot. It's like flat. Okay, that's interesting because under the eyes it doesn't actually look too dark. I thought it would look way darker because you guys saw how it dried on my hand the other day. It was very clearly at least 2 shades too dark. And this actually looks really smoothing under the eyes. What do you guys think? I think it looks pretty good. It's not high coverage. I did have to do 2 thin layers, but I think it looks pretty good. My under eyes definitely look very hydrated between, I guess, this and the brightener. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my Rescue Complexion. This is in the shade Opal 01. So I'm going to take just that much. Whenever I use this, it tends to look, I don't know, cakey, which is weird because it's just like a very lightweight gel serum. Hi, Dakota. He's right behind me. Okay, so the weird thing about this is that it really doesn't give coverage. It just slightly evens out the skin, you know, evens out the complexion. It's supposed to be extremely, extremely hydrating. That's the whole purpose of it, is that it's rescue complexion. Where does it say? Oh, I think it only says it on the box. It doesn't say it on the container. But it says your skin gets hydrated up to like 200% based on reviews, something like that. But for me, it always ends up just looking, I don't know, cakey. It bunches up under whatever I use it with. Although today looks pretty good. Maybe because I used a lot less product and I used a sponge. Sorry. All right, well, let me see how it looks underneath my powder foundation. I'm also testing out this brush. I've used it a few times. I got these in a boxycharm. I think they're interesting. This is the big one, and then this is supposed to be concealer. Oh, I wanted to use this for my concealer. I forgot. Oh, well. I'm not sure how I feel about these, though. You know, I just don't like brushes in general, but for powder foundation, I have to use a brush. So let me see how this one works. I haven't tested this out with my powder routine yet. Okay, there we go. So you guys saw how quickly this powder foundation covers. Like, it even covered that major redness I have up here. And I didn't even use any concealer. But look at that, completely covered. Covered all my little spots down here. I don't have any active breakouts at the moment. I should have showed you before I did this, but I don't know if you noticed. All here, you can see that. All down here, all down here, all in here. This was all breakouts from that Photo Focus foundation. Okay, so for under eyes, because I anticipate this concealer being way too dark, I actually brought my Essence Brighten Up to brighten up my under eyes. I'm just going to use my Luxie Precision Foundation Brush. This is the only banana powder I've ever found that I can actually use because it's not too, most banana powders are too dark. This one's really light. It's perfect for fair skin and it's really nice. See? It's really nice. It brightens the under eyes. Oops, I have a stray fuzz up there. Okay, I think everything actually looks really nice right now. I'm going to use, I don't need to use any finishing powder or anything because I use a powder foundation. All right, so for bronzer, I went ahead and brought my little Hoola Benefit sample that I got last year from Sephora. It's in the shade Light something or another. Oh, actually it doesn't say on here. I'm assuming it's the lightest shade. Oh, look at that. I haven't used this in a while. I don't remember doing that. Okay, blend it out. Okay, so for blush, remember when I did my, if you watched, I did the YouTube favorite videos and I was talking about the e.l.f. baked blush that I couldn't find anywhere. It was discontinued in all the stores. I went to like 5-6 different stores looking for it. And then I was on Ulta a few weeks ago. I was picking up some more concealers. I've been on like a weird concealer kick, you guys. I think with concealers, it's easy for me to pick them up because they're not that expensive, so I don't feel guilty for buying new concealers, and it's a fun way to just like play and experiment with new makeup. So I picked up some new concealers, and when I was there, I saw that they had this e.l.f. baked blush in Passion Pink, so I thought I would get it. I haven't used it yet, but when I tried to swatch it, nothing would come up on my finger. Nothing at all. I kept scrubbing. I took a brush, I used a brush, nothing would come up. And then I remembered that a few years ago floating around was that, not that I didn't use, but I heard people talking about it, was one of the e.l.f. highlighters that did the same thing, and you had to scrape the top off with like a bobby pin. So that's what I did. I scraped the top off, and then I was able to get a good swatch. I mean, I don't like that has to be done, but look, it does look really pretty on the, when I swatched it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use it on my face. I brought my little stipple brush from Coastal Scents. It's probably gonna make a mess. Yeah, oh my gosh, look at that. Ugh. That's why I don't like stipple brushes. They make such messes. That looks really pretty though, you guys. Wow, look at that. That's just like a nice soft flush. I'm gonna have to save all that in there so I can use it next time. That looks really pretty. All right, for highlighter, I got this in a boxycharm a few months ago. This is the Ciate London Confetti Highlighter. I got it in my, I want to say it was my December Boxy Luxe. And I feel like it's probably gonna be too dark. I've used it a couple times. I don't really remember how I felt about the color. I don't know how that's coming across on camera, but that's pretty intense actually. Okay, what do you guys think? All right, for setting spray, I'm going to use my Catrice matte and, I forget what it's called, like matte and prime or something like that. But I just, I decant it into my Scandinavia bottles because they fit into my acrylic containers nicer this way. Let that dry for a minute. Okay, and then for eyes, let's see, I'm gonna clear some of this. All right, for eyes, I'm going to use a couple palettes. These are the ones that I got in the Ipsy and the boxycharm. So this one I got in Ipsy, Huda Beauty. I used this yesterday. It's really pretty. The look came out really nice. The only thing I don't like, well, I mean, of what I used so far, is that there's really no purple crease color. Like, yes, you have this purple, but that's more like an outer view. There's really no purple crease color. So this eye look actually turned out a lot more pink than what I wanted. And so today, and I used, I think I used that in the crease, and then I used that on the lids, and I used that on the outer V. Today, I want to go ahead and play with this color. That color looks really beautiful. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Ace Beauté palette that came in the boxycharm, maybe pull in some of these more, like maybe this browner color, although none of these really match either. But I do want to test out this. I haven't used this one yet, so maybe I'll pull in that and then warm it up with one of these or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'll play around. And then for primer, I'm just going to use this. The Ulta Matte Eye Primer. I really love it. I've actually gotten rid of pretty much all my other primers. that's looks a little dark, but maybe I can shear it out. Let's see how that's gonna look. Well, maybe I'll go in with a pink to start, to be safe. Lotus. Okay, so it picked up really easily on the brush. Okay, it's definitely pigmented. I'm just going to do one eye at a time, one eye, and then I'll go off camera and do the second eye. Okay, that looks nice, you guys. Blended out nicely, no patchiness. Pigmented. Nice color. We'll have to see how it wears throughout the day. I'll either do a check-in at the end or I'll just leave a comment in the description box when I'm editing this. Alright, so... Oh, I should have brought my glitter glue. I forgot to bring my glitter glue. I'll go ahead and use that color. Oh, that looks a lot different on my finger than I thought it would. Alright, let me use my little mirror. Okay, so again, like in the pan, it looks purple, and then on the eye, it kind of shears out to be more of a pink. I'm not against that. I don't hate pink, but I don't love pink. I prefer purple. But look at that, you guys. That is really pretty. It's very ethereal. Okay, let's see. Let me do something for the outer V. I think I'm going to jump back into this palette. And then maybe just do the dark. I don't know, the dark maroonish brown. It's like a brownish red. Picked up really easily. There we go. It's really nothing for inner corner. I guess I can do that light pink Maui. Okay, picked up, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna do some mascara on this eye, and then I will go off camera and I'll do the second eye. I'm gonna use the Essence Volume Stylist Lash Extension. I really like this mascara, you guys. Since I did it in that, used it in that favorites video, YouTuber favorites. And you know what's interesting about, so I've had that video planned for several months. I've had it planned out since the summer, but that I didn't really start executing it, like picking up products, until around September. But I had it on my list, not favorites as in, you know, end of the year favorites, just, you know, products that I picked up because of other YouTubers, basically. And now I see that everyone is doing these videos, and they all posted theirs long, like, you know, before I did mine. So now it looks like I'm just, you know, kind of copying everyone else. But honestly, I've had this video on my list since last year. All right. I need to use a little mirror. Look at that, you guys. It just looks so good. Like, look at that eye compared to that eye. Okay, so I'm going to go off camera really quick, and I'm going to do the other eye. I'll be right back. I'm back. So, what do you think? I think it actually looks really nice. It's very pretty. It's very, I don't know, it's like ethereal. It just looks really nice. Alright, so for lips, I'm going to go ahead and use the Mana Beauty Simplified Liquid Lip that I got in my boxycharm lip whip in the shade Hope. I'm really nervous about this, you guys. When I swatched it on my hand during the video, it was fine, you know, pretty color. But then after the video, when I was cleaning all the swatches off, I could not get this off. I had to scrub this for like 3 minutes just to get it off. So I don't know, I'm a little nervous. I think it's gonna be really drying. So I'm gonna put on my Milk Kush Balm that I got in that Sephora kit. I use this so much, you guys. It smells so good. It's got like a nice minty flavor scent. It smells so good. And then I also brought a gloss to put on top, the Iconic London that I got in another boxycharm. Okay, the color is really pretty. Don't know that necessarily goes with this eye look at all, really. But it's really smooth. It went on very easily. I think the color is really pretty. Oh, it's a little weird patchiness up here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and top it with the Iconic London. The thing I hate about glosses is once you put on your lip, it like destroys the wand, and then it ends up getting into the tube. But then, you know, if I put on my hand and then put on my lip like that, then it's like messy, and I don't know. That's why I don't really wear a lot of glosses all the time. Alright, you guys, that's the finished look. I really don't think this lip matches the eye, but you know, whatever. What do you guys think? I think everything looks really nice. I think that combo of the Rescue Complexion with the powder foundation looks really good. My nose looks pretty good. It's not breaking up around my nose. That's usually where it looks really, the Rescue Complexion looks really bad, usually on my nose. I think my skin just looks really smooth. I really love this, the powder foundation, you guys. I don't even really have to spot conceal. It really just covers everything. I think the blush looks really nice. All right, let me know what you think down below. Leave any comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.